10 years ago tomorrow, 23-year-old Ashland man David Grubbs was brutally murdered along the Ashland bike path. Good evening, and thank you for choosing NBC 5 News at 6. I'm Madison LaBerge, in for Grace Smith.
And I'm Anna Weeks. Grubbs' murder was brutal. He was nearly decapitated.
The case is still unsolved, and tonight in part one of a two-part special report, we're looking at not how the now cold criminal case, but the young man whose friends tell us they'll never forget him.
NBC 5's Katie Strite has our top story tonight at 6.
Ashland, known around the world for the Oregon Shakespeare Festival and the iconic Lithia Park. It's a pretty quiet city, but 10 years ago, that silence broke.
My son is dead.
23-year-old David Grubbs was murdered in Ashland, walking home from work on November 19th, 2011.
I actually was working with him that day, and we had the same shift, and he got off an hour earlier than me.
David wasn't just a co-worker to Boa Mayor. He was a friend.
Yeah, he was the diamond in the rough. He was the guy that would poke you if you're having a bad day just to try to make you laugh.
The guy next to him, that was David's boss, Eric Chaddock. Both men still work at Ashland's shopping cart. They tell me a day doesn't go by when they don't think about their friend.
He was very sweet, nice guy, very cool, funny.
Even 10 years later.
It seems like it's been an eternity, and it seems like it was just last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the wounds still feel fresh.
To them, David wasn't just another worker. He was family. They even got memorial tattoos of David's favorite band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Unlike the rest of us that have baggage, he didn't. Very special.
The Ashland High School graduate wasn't just a good person. He had a goofy side, and he was king of Halloween.
He was wearing his slippers and his sweats and whatever. But anyway, always got a smile.
Oh, yeah.
But those smiles didn't last. After his horrific death, the men say it was a dark time for them.
It was tough because we all got interrogated.
Yeah.
Every employee, every one of us got taken down to another office, and we all got interrogated.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a pretty emotional thing. We totally get it, and we totally understand. But that added more fire to the pain.
10 years later, the case is cold, but the investigation continues. And David's friends hope people don't forget the loss of a young man who touched so many in their quiet little city.
Katie Strite reporting. With the police case at a standstill, police are hoping someone will come forward with information that will finally bring closure to this case. Tomorrow night in part 2 of our special report, we'll hear from an officer who was there the night David Grubbs was murdered.